Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture. Today we are going to discuss about game theory. In that game theory we are going to solve a problems by the help of calculus method. Here in previous classes we solved problems with saddle point problems we solved by taking the minimax and max mini principle, and we taken the dominance principle and we solved the problems. Today class we are going to discuss without saddle point. Here when the saddle point doesn't exist, the problems having difficulty to solve by normal methods. Those methods we have, those problems we are going to solve by using the special methods. Those are arithmetic method, calculus method, algebraic method, linear programming problem, and graphical method, matrix method we are using. Okay, today we are going to discuss about calculus method. Here I am taking one example that find solution of game theory problem using calculus method. Okay, here we are taking two players, that is player A and player B. Player A and player B we are taken. The player A having two strategies and player B also having two strategies. Those pair of matrices are we are given. Now coming to the solution. Okay, here first when we are solving the game, first we have to check the saddle point. The saddle point we checked based on the minimax and max mini principle. Okay, here first I am going to take the row minimum value from this. I am going to check a row minimum. Here the row minimum is first row, the minimum value is 1. So I am going to take 1 here. Next coming to the second row, the row minimum value is 2. Same I am going to take. Row minimum is 2. From this row minimum we are going to identify the row from this minimum we are going to identify the maximum value. Here the maximum value is 2. Okay, the maximum is 2. So this 2 is called as max mini value. The 2 is called as max mini value. Okay, now we are going to identify column maximum value. Okay, column maximum value we are going to identify. Here the column maximum value is 5 and second column maximum value is 3. Here we have the column from this maximum we are going to take the minimum value. Already earlier we have taken the row minimum. Okay, that is 1 and 2. Here the maximum is 2. So here maxi mini is not equal to mini max, because here mini max mini value is 2 and mini max value is 3. So the saddle point doesn't exist. Now we are going to solve the problem by taking the calculus method. Okay, before we are going to solve the problem by alternative methods, it means first we have to convert that matrix into 2 by 2 matrix by taking the dominance principle. Here we are going to reduce the size of the matrix by taking the dominance principle, but here already we have a 2 by 2 matrix, so the dominance rule is not applicable here. So directly we are going to apply the calculus method. Okay, here we are going to take the values A, B, C, D. I am going to assume the values are A, B, C, D, the pair of matrix values. Here A value is 1, B value is 3, C value is 5, D value is 2. Same I taken. Here we have the formula to calculate that pair of that value of the game. The problem is the formula is P of 1. P1 is equal to D minus C by A plus D minus B plus C. Okay, this is our formula. Here we know the D value, C value, A value and B value. I am going to substitute those values here. Here from our problem, from our matrix, D is 2 minus, what is the C value? C is 5 by, same, A is equal to 1 plus, and D is same 2 we have, minus B value. What is the B value? B is 3 plus C value is 5. Okay, from this we are going to get the P1 value. P1 is equal to minus 3 by 3 minus 8, that is equal to minus 3 by minus 5. So from this we get 3 by 5, that is the P1 value. Now we are going to calculate P2 value. The P2 is, we know the formula. P2 is equal to 1 minus P1. Here 1 minus 3 by 5, that is equal to P2 is 2 by 5. Okay, here we know the P1 and P2. Now we are going to calculate Q1 and Q2. Same Q1 also we have the formula. When we are calculating the Q1, we have to take the formula is like that. P1 also we are going to take Q1 equal to D minus B by A plus D minus B plus C. This is the Q1 formula. From this we get the Q1 value. Here D value we know, T is already we know that D value is 2 minus B is 3 by A 1 plus 2 minus B value is 3 and C value is 5. Okay, from this we get minus 1 by minus 5. Here 1 by 5. We get 1 by 5. Same, I converted into decimals. So from that we get 0.2. Next Q2 is equal to 1 minus Q1. So it means Q1 equal to 1 by 5, that is equal to 4 by 5. From this we get 80.8. Okay, now we are going to calculate the value of the gain. We are going to calculate the value of the gain. The formula is value of the gain. V is equal to, we have the formula. These are the constant formulas, we have to remember this. A1 Q1 plus B P1 Q2 plus C P2 Q1 plus D P2 Q2. Okay, from this formula we are going to substitute the values and finally we get the value of the gain. V is equal to 2.6. So here the value of the gain V is equal to 2.6. This is our value of the gain. Okay, from the calculus of method we get the 2.6. Here the value the gain chooses the strategies are P1 P2 is 3 by 5 comma 2 by 5 and here Q1 Q2 are same 1 by 5 comma 4 by 5. These are the strategies of players. When we are choosing P1 P2 we win the game. When we are choosing Q1 Q2 we lost the game. Okay, from this value of the game is 2.6. Okay, these are the this is the problem. Next we are coming to the another example. Find solutions of game theory problem using 2 by n games. In previous cases we are taking the 2 by 2 games. Now we are going to solve the 2 by n games. Here we have the players A and player B. Player A having 3 strategies and player B having two strategies, that is B1 and B2. So we are going to calculate this problem. While we are solving the problem, first we have to take the saddle point. First we have to test the saddle point. Okay, here the saddle point is we are calculating the saddle. We are testing the saddle point by taking the max mini and mini max principle. Here first we have to take the row minimum value. Here the row minimum is minus 3 and second row, coming to the second row, the row minimum is minus 1 and third row the row minimum is minus 2. From this minimum we have to identify the maximum. Okay, so the maximum value is here we have to take the maximum is minus 1. Okay, next coming to the column maximum, here in this column we have the maximum value is 7 and here the column maximum is 4 and from this minimum is 4. Okay, so here minimax and max min is not equal to, it may not equal to, minus 1 is not equal to 4. So the saddle point doesn't exist. So now we are going to reduce the size of the matrix by taking the dominance principle. Why? Because here the saddle point doesn't exist. Here we have the 3 strategies at player A and 2 strategies at player B. Now we are going to reduce the size is 2 by 2. So first I am going to check the dominance. I am going to check the dominance. When we are checking the dominance value, here there is no. When we are checking the dominance, first we choose the row dominance. Then again we are going to check the column dominance. First coming to the rows A1 and A2. Here A1 and A2, if we choose A1 and A2, A1 we have the minus 3 and A2 minus 1. At one case 4, 1. Here this is less than and this is greater than. So at first column, at first A1, A2 is not satisfied. Let's say we are going to check A1, A3. Here A1 is minus 3, A3 is 7, 4, 1. Okay, this is also not satisfied. Again we are going to check A2, A3. A2, A3. Here the A2 is having minus 1, A3 is 7, A2 is 1, A3 is minus 2. So here it is less than, it is greater than. Here also it is also not satisfied. So also no course of action dominates the others. From this no course of action dominates the others. In this case, in this type of problems, we are going to reduce the size of matrix by taking the another methods. That is, here we consider each 2 by 2 subgames. Here we are converting the total table into 2 by 2 games. When how many number of possibilities we have, that much possibilities we are choosing, and we are going to convert that. Okay, here this is a original. Now I am going to convert this into 2 by 2. Okay, here first I have taken the row 1 and row 2. From the row 1 and row 2 I am going to calculate. Then thereafter I am going to choose another rows. Okay, first I am choosing the row 1 and row 2. The row 1 is A1 and A2 I taken. Here again I am going to, from this I am going to calculate the value of the game. Here how we find the value of the game? Here we find the value of the game by choosing the row minimum and row maximum. Here the row minimum is minus 3 and here minus 1. And coming to the column, here the column maximum is minus 1 and the column maximum is 4. From this row maximum is minus 1 and column maximum is minus 1. So max mini equal to mini max. It means minus 1 equal to minus 1. So the saddle point is exist and the value of the game is v is equal to minus 1. Okay, it is for first case. Now again I am going to take another rows, another sub game, that is 1 by 3 I am going to choose. 1 by 3 I am going to choose. Here from this game I am going to check the saddle point for this case. Here 1 by 2, from the 1 by 2, from the 1, 3 rows I am going to check the row minimum and column maximum. Here coming to the row minimum is minus 3 and minus 2. Here the column maximum is 7 and here the column maximum is 4. So maxi mini is equal to mini max. Here what is the maxi mini value? From the maxi mini we have this is max min is minus 2 and here minimum is 4, so it is not equal to. So the saddle point doesn't exist. Now I am going to calculate the value of the game by taking the calculus method or by taking the algebraic method. Here if I choose the algebraic method, the formula is v is equal to a into d minus b into c by a plus d minus b plus c. This is the formula for value of the game. Here we know the a and d values. Here what is the a value? A is minus 3 into d. D is minus 2. Okay. Minus b value. What is the b value? Here b is 4 into c value. C is 7 by same. Minus 3, minus 2, minus of 4 minus 7. From this we are going to get the b value. Okay, 6 minus 28 minus 5 minus of 3 means plus 3, that is equal to minus 22 by minus 2. Here from this we are going to get 11. Value of the game is 11 we get. Okay, here already we have at the first row, first sub game we get the value of the game v1 is equal to minus 1. So here I am going to take, this is v2. v2 is equal to minus 11. I think here some mistake is there. 3 2 are 6, 4 7 are 28. It is okay, it is fine. 6 minus 28, 22. Minus 3 minus 2, minus 5. Here from this we get minus 3 plus minus of minus plus 3. So here 11 is correct. Okay. Next I am going to take another sub game. I am going to choose another sub game, that is row 2 and 3. Means here at the first game we take at first we chosen one game, that is with one row 1 and row 3. Then we chosen at one row 1 and row 2 we chosen first. Then we chosen row 1 and row 3. From this we get v1 and here we get v2. Now I am going to check the another sub game, another possibility, that is another rows 2 and 3 I am going to take. Now I am going to calculate v3 value. Here from this again I am going to check the dominance, row dominance and column dominance. Sorry, from this I am going to calculate the minimax and max mini values. Here from this row minimum, what is the minimum value? At minus 1, minus 2. Here coming to the column, here we have the maximum value is 7 and 1. From this minimum is 1. Here the maximum is minus 1. So the saddle point is doesn't exist because 1 is not equal to minus 1. Again I am going to take the algebraic method to calculate the value of the game. So here we are choosing the v3 formula v3. Here we choose, that is a into d minus b into c by a plus d minus b plus c. From this formula we calculated value of the game v. Okay, after calculating this we are going to compare the values. Already we have the three values v1, v2, v3. From these values we get the lowest value at first sub matrix. Okay, in that value is minus 1. So here the solution of the game provides the solution to the larger game. Okay. Here the solution is we obtained at the first these two rows, in between these two rows. So this is called our solution. Okay. Thank you. Next, coming to the another example. I am going to solve the game by taking the arithmetic method. Here so far we discussed about algebraic method and calculus method. Now I am going to solve the game by taking the arithmetic method. Okay, first here I have taken one game that is having 3 by 3 matrix. That means 3 strategies in player A and 3 strategies in player B. Here the payoff matrix are 1, 7, 2, 6, 2, 7, 5, 1, 6. Okay, from this I am going to check the saddle point testing. Here I am going to first I am going to check the saddle point test. Okay, here first we have to calculate the row minimum and column maximum. Here coming to this, what is the row minimum? First row, what is the minimum? 1 is the minimum. So row minimum is 1. Next coming to the another row, second row, the minimum is 2. So I am going to take the minimum is 2. And coming to the next row, third row, the minimum is 1. Okay. Here I taken 1 minimum value. Next next we are going to calculate the column maximum. Here the column maximum is 6 at first column. Next coming to the second, the column maximum is 7. Then third, the column maximum is 7. Here I am going to identify the max mini value. Here the max mini is from this minimum we are going to identify the maximum value, that is 2. And here from this maximum I am going to identify the minimum value. that is 6. So maxi mini is not equal to mini max, that is 2 is not equal to 6. So we are going to solve this game by taking the arithmetic method. When we are going to solve the problem by arithmetic method, first we have to convert that matrix into 2 by 2 matrix. To convert the subgame into 2 by 2 game by applying the dominance principle. Here first we have to check the dominance, row dominance I am going to check. Here in between two rows I am going to check the dominance. Here A1 and A2. Here we have the minimum and maximum and minimum, so it is not possible. There is no dominance, clear dominance. Next coming to the A1 and A3. 1, 5, 7, 1. Here also not possible to check the dominance. Next here coming to the A2 and A3. 6, 5, 2, 1, 7, 6. So here we have the clear dominance. It means first A2, A3. We are going to compare A2, A3. Here A2 we have the 6 and A3 we have 5. Next A2. 2, 1, 7, 6. This is greater than. Okay. Here A2 dominates the A3. A3 dominated by A2. It means row 2 dominates the row 3. So simply we are going to remove row 3 for further iterations. Okay. Here. After removing the A3 we get this. Again I am going to calculate the dominance. Here we have 2 rows and 3 columns. So now I am going to check the column dominance. Here the column dominance means first I am going to check two columns 1, 7, 6, 2. Here there is no pure dominance. Next similarly I am going to check another 2, 1, 2, 6, 7. Here we have some dominance. So I am going to take B1 and B3 and I am going to compare B1, B3. Here at B1 we have the 1, B3 we have value is 2, B1 6, B3 7. Okay, less than. Here B3 dominated by, B3 dominates the B1. It means B1 dominated by B3. Here the dominance, here we are taking the row column dominance. That's why we are going to delete dominated column. If suppose if it is a row means which one is dominating, we keep that one is ideal in row dominance, then the other one is we are going to delete. Here it is opposite. Here we are deleting the dominated row. Okay, dominated column. So for further I am going to delete B3. After deleting of the B3 we get the matrix is 2 by 2 matrix we get. Okay. After converting the matrix into a 2 by 2 matrix, here I am going to apply the arithmetic rule to get the solution. Okay, here first find the absolute solution between the two values. Okay, and again against to the second row of the matrix. Find the absolute values. First we have to find those absolute values, or we have to calculate from this table. Here first we have to calculate the absolute values for first row by taking the second row. Here it means 6 minus 2 we are going to take. It means from this we are going to get 4. Coming to the second row, here we are going to calculate the absolute difference between the two values, okay, of the second row, and put it against to the first row. It means here I am going to take 1 minus 7, that is 6 we get. Here we are taking the dead means we are going to remove the signs. If here we have actually we have 1 minus 7, that is minus 6. So from this dead it is help to remove the signs. So from this we are going to get 6. Okay. Then coming to the column, here we are going to calculate this column value. Here also same, we are going to take 7 minus 2. From this we get 5. Here 1 minus 6. From this we get 5. Okay. After calculating this, we are going to calculate the P1, P2, Q1, Q2 values. Here we are calculating the P1 value by taking the formula is P1 is equal to 4 by this 4 by, and P2 value 6 Okay, P1 means we are going to calculate these P1 values for first row. It means here we have to take the difference, that is 4 I am taking. Then after this we have to take this, the difference, it means second row difference, that is 6, and we are going to add the first row difference again 4, that is equal to 4 by 10 is equal to 0.4. Similarly, coming to the P2 value, same I am going to calculate P2 value. P2 is we are going to take the difference of P2 is 6 by same 6 plus 4, that is equal to 6 by 10 from 0.6. Similarly, we are going to take the Q1 Q2. Here we are going to calculate Q1 is equal to, first we have to take the difference of first column 5 by, we are going to add the two columns 5 plus 5. Next, from this we get 5 by 10, that is 0.5. Same, second means here this column difference is 5, again 5 plus 5, that is also, here also we get Q2 also we get 0.5. Okay, now we are going to check the, from here we are going to calculate the V value of the game. Here after calculating the P1, P2, Q1, Q2, we are coming to this step. Here form A should adapt strategy A1 and A2 with 40% of time and 60% of time respectively. Here we get the 0.4 and 0.6. These are the plan A strategies. It means here the plan A means here we have the value is 0.6 and 0.4. So we are going to take percent in the percentages 40% and 60%. Okay. Similarly, form B should adapt strategy B1 and B2 with 50% of time and 50% of time respectively. So, okay, here expected gain of form A we are going to calculate. Here the expected gain of form A is we are calculating from the form B is adapted. Here actually we have the matrix is our matrix is 1 6 1 6 7 2. Okay, from this we are going to calculate the expected gains. Here first we are coming to the expected gain of form A or player A. Here I will instead player A into form. Okay, player A we are going to calculate for player A. We are going to adapt to the B1. It means from player A we have P1 value, that is P1 is we have 0.4, P2 is we have 0.6. Okay, from this we are going to calculate gains, expected gains. Here Q1 is 0.5, Q2 is 0.5. Here now I am going to calculate the expected gain of form A. It means we are taken 1 into P1, that is A into P1 plus C into P2. This is for expected gain from A. Okay, that is A1. Next A2, coming to the A2, we have to take B into P1 plus D into P2. Okay, same for form B's we are going to calculate. Here instead of P values we are going to take the Q1, Q2 values. Okay, here coming to the B we are going to take A into Q1 plus C into Q2, and similarly here this is for B1 P of gain. Next B into Q1 plus D into Q2. This is for B2 gain. These are adapted from A1 and A2. Okay. Here we did a small mistake, I think. Okay. Here when we are coming to the B payoff, here we are going to take the cross matrix, that is A, B we have to take here because it is a column, that's why we have to take A1
Q1, B1, Q2, and here we have to take C, Q1, D, Q2. Okay, for row means it is enough. Coming to the column, we are going to convert this. Okay, to the another problem. Okay, here I am going to solve the problem by a graphical method. Here it is a n by m matrix. It is n by 2 the game. So here I am going to calculate this game by the help of graphical method. It is an example of n by 2 game. Okay, if we have n by m also same procedure we are going to implement to calculate the value of the game. Here also same. First we have to check the saddle point test. Okay, here first we are going to calculate the saddle point. Then after calculating the saddle point, then we are going to convert the game into the. We are going to reduce the size of the game. Then after we are going to solve the game by taking the graphical method. First coming to this row dominance. Here the row dominance is minimum value we are going to calculate. That is minus 3. Here the minimum value is 3, and here the minimum value is minus 1. Here the minimum value is 1, and here the minimum value is, we have the type, so we can take any one, 2, 2. Here the minimum value is minus 5. From this minimum we are going to identify the maximum value. Here the maximum value is 3. So 3 is there, so 3, the maximum value is 3. Just coming to the column maximum. Here the column maximum is 4, and here the column maximum is 6. Here the minimum is 4. So maxi mini is not equal to mini max, because here the maxi mini value is 3 and mini max value is 4. So the saddle point doesn't exist. So now we are going to reduce the size of the game by taking the dominance principle. Okay, here the player A and player B are there, and here only the row dominance was only possible. Here the column dominance was not possible, because here at column 2 columns only we have. Then coming to the rows, we have another n number of rows are there. We are going to reduce the size of the matrix by taking the dominance principle. Okay, here we are going to take the row dominance. First I am coming from last to last rows. Okay, here we have the 2 rows, that is A6 and A5. I am going to take, you can take any row, that is not a problem. Here I am choosing A5 and A6. A5 and A6. Coming to the A5, here the first column 2 is there, and second A6 we have minus 5. So it is A2 is greater than. Next here 2 is greater than 0. So A5 is the dominated. A5 dominates the A6. So we are going to delete A6 for further iterations. Okay, after deleting the A6 we get the 5 by 2 matrix. This is our matrix. Again now I am going to compare the another rows. Okay, here again I am going to take row 5 and row 2. From this I get the here row 5 is dominated by row 2. So I am going to delete 5. After row dominance and after dominance, finally we have 3 matrix. We get the 3 rows. Here the dominance is not possible to these 3 rows. So okay, so now I am going to use the graphical method to solve this problem. Okay, here I am going to draw the graph with help of these values. See this. So I am going to explain this graph. Here first we are going to take the two axes I am going to take. Okay, I am going to take the 2 axes, that is 1 and 2, that for B1 and B2. Here I am going to take the line is B1 and B2. Here I am going to take the scale, that is 2 units I am going to take, minus 2, minus 4, here 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, like this I am going to take. Okay, after taking the graph we are going to plot the equations. Here we have 3 rows, that is A1, A2, A3. Those rows we are going to plot it here. First coming to the A1, here the A1 matrix is here the A1 means this is A1 I taken, and I think A2, A3, A4 is there. Okay, here A2 values, what is the A2 value? And B1 3 is there, B2 5 is there. Okay. Here B1, B2, 0, 0. The scale is -2, -4 I taken, -2, -4, 2, 4, here also 2, 4. First coming to the A2, 3, 5 is there. So A2, 3 means here we have, and 5 means here we get, this is a A2 line. Okay, next coming to the A3, -1, 6. Here we have -1 and we get here 6. Okay, next A4, coming to the A4, 4, 1. That is 4 and here we get 1. 4, 1. Okay, after drawing this we are going to take the common point. After draw this we are going to take the common point. Here we get the common point is here. Okay, here we have the common point because here these two are having the positive values. Okay, now from this I am going to solve the value. If suppose if we choose this means we have another line is there, another line is crossed. So top boundary we are going to choose. If we suppose the top boundary, these two lines we obtained. Okay, from these two lines only we are going to calculate. We are going to shade the area of the top surface. From this surface we are going to take the point. Here the point is the maximum point we are choosing. Here the maximum point is there and lowest point is there. From this we are going to choose the lowest point. The lowest point V is indicates the lowest point indicates the value of the game. It indicates the value of the game. Okay, here V in the shaded region. The V from this graph we get the V is 17 by 5. Here the point is 17 by 5 we obtained. Okay, the point of optimal solution occurs at the intersection of two lines. That is we have the from the matrix 3p1, 5p2 and 4p1, p2. Okay, these are the points, meeting line points 4, 1 in our graph. Okay, here we are going to calculate E1 and E2. From these points we are going to calculate E1 and E3. It means first A2, A4. We get this. We are going to calculate E1 and E3. Okay. After calculating the E1 and E2, after equating the E1 and E3, we get the P1 and P2 values. Okay, here from this P1 and P2, we are going to calculate the V value. Okay, this is our V. The game is over. Here V means where we taken the V value. At the top line is there. 3P1 plus 5P2. Any one equation we are going to substitute that value P1, P2 value from these two. After this we get the V value. Okay. Thank you.